Hi, my name is Codner. I'm currently studying geophysics at the University of Oklahoma. I found out about the GeoTenerife program through a friend that I met at field camp who participated in the program a year prior. I decided to apply to this program because it would be a great opportunity for me to experience more of the hands-on aspect of geology and to get me a heads up on what I'm going to be working on when I actually get into my career. And I decided it would be a great opportunity for me to travel overseas, which I've never done before. I was actually quite nervous about traveling overseas alone. I just turned 19 and I'd never done anything like this before. I packed the day my flight left, but everyone here, even in Tenerife and at La Palma, even people in the community have been so accommodating and helpful for me that it's been easy ever since I've gotten here. On a typical work day, me and the other interns switch off either doing CO2 flux monitoring, which is just a device that tells us how much CO2 is coming up from the ground at a certain area. We also do gas sampling, where we probe into the ground and extract gases, and then we'll run them through in a lab later. And that tells us how many different elements and the ratios and what's going on in the soil there. We also do radon monitoring, where we probe that in and we have a device with us that tells us the amount of radon and thoron and a couple other elements in the soil. And we also do hydro stuff with another one of the supervisors, which tells us gases that actually come out of the soil which are embedded in the water. Luckily, we've gotten weekends off here, so we've gotten to explore the island outside of just what we get to see when we're actually doing work. So we've gone to several of the beaches here. GeoTenerife has actually sponsored us to go to a whale watching tour. We've gotten to go stargazing. Probably my favorite excursion so far was the stargazing we got to do at Roque de los Muchachos Observatory. We got to stand up above the clouds, watch the sunset, and then see all these crazy stars come up over us. And we had a telescope with us and a guide that got to show us all of the constellations and everything that was going on in the sky, and it was completely fascinating. As far as advice goes, I don't even remember what I was worried about coming here because everything's been such smooth sailing since I've gotten here. Even not being able to speak Spanish has not been a huge issue, which I definitely foresaw it being. Our supervisors have even been trying to learn English with us as we go along, but the workplace has been very smooth. And as far as experience goes, I didn't have pretty much any field experience coming into this, and everyone else I was working with had already graduated with at least their bachelor's or master's, but we're all on the same playing field here, and it's a very great environment to learn. Through my experience within Vulcan, I definitely think that I'll be able to make a lot more connections just with the past interns, the interns I've met now, the people who work within Vulcan, which is an international organization, and just having this experience under my belt, getting to work in a completely foreign environment, doing actual hands-on geological science will be so helpful with my future career. I'd recommend this program to absolutely anyone, even, if you're unsure about where you're going in your future career. This experience is so good just for any kind of science, just to be able to learn how mistakes are made in the field, how the scientific process actually goes, what it's related to, and getting to see the bigger picture of what you're doing, especially here in the Canaries, where we're studying geothermal exploration, a renewable resource which is so important to these islands because they're so isolated, and being able to have that and being able to work on that, especially when you're involved with the culture every day, is rewarding.